Hi guys, just doing a little bit of a tour of my little hydroponics greenhouse. Just a cheap little 2 meter by 2 meter by 3.5 greenhouse. You have to forgive me, it's quite tight in here, so just try to get the right camera angle is a bit difficult, but as you can see, we've got quite a bit growing in here. See, the bulk of that is actually cherry tomatoes, the Sweet 100 cherry tomato variety. And kind of in between them I've got some basil plants. I've just pruned them back. They were kind of twice the height of what they are now. In the corner over here I've got a cucumber vine. This is Bite Alpha cucumbers. This is still quite young. There's the first cucumber there. There's actually another one under here. I've got two runners coming off the one plant back here. So that's how I like to grow my cucumbers. I'll just have the one plant, and then when this gets too long I'll have another one growing and I'll swap it out. And in the middle here I've got a couple of different varieties of lettuces. This is a cos lettuce, and this one's called Great Lakes. Quite nice in salads and sandwiches. These will be about probably 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks old. Just getting there, 7 weeks old. I've got some other seedlings that are growing in a different area. I'll be swapping these out in a couple of weeks. And behind here is a bit of an experiment. These are purple cabbages. I'm not too sure how they're going to go. I'm probably going to need to build some kind of supports for them. And then between those some snow peas, and I'll have to probably get some trellising for them. Not sure how productive they're going to be just on their own. Usually you plant a whole bunch of peas in one area, but it's an experiment, so we'll see how they go. So as you can see, I've just got the NFT system set up with 3 pipes, and I've got about 10 or 11 holes in each pipe. At the end here I've just heated them up and sealed them. It's mainly for the light, so the light doesn't get in. And then we've got the feeder pipes. This is just a 13mm flex pipe, I think it's called. And that's the flow rate. I don't really know the measurements. I just kind of go by eye. When I put new seedlings in, I kind of have this on full blast just to kind of get the coverage. You get the water spread across here more evenly so the roots can have more of a chance of actually catching the water. And then once the roots kind of start to fill up the channel, then they hold more water, and I can reduce it down to a trickle like that. So down here I've just got I've actually got 4 pipes. I'm not using it. I've got one of these in storage at the moment. I had 4 of these. I thought it was too cramped, so I took one out. So I've just got the feeder pipes, and they go down to their own little taps here, and they run back down all the way down here to my reservoir. It's just a simple 120 litre water tank. It was food grade. It had some chilies or something in it before. I don't know if you can see in there. I've got a little pump down there. I've got a little thermometer as well. It's handy. Yeah, so over this side I've got a hole. This is where the end of the pipes drip the water back into the return pipe and back down into the reservoir. This is just a pool sock to help catch any debris. Yeah, this is the power supply and the water out from the pump. And that goes into this waterproof power box. There's a little power board in there, and a timer which actually runs this little oscillating fan. I've got it set on half an hour on, half an hour off, and that's to give a bit of air circulation around here, and also to help pollinate the tomatoes, because they're self-pollinating, but they just need a bit of movement to get going. But see, these ones have been directly in front of the fan, and they're going well, so that worked as intended. I've had to I topped these tomatoes off so they wouldn't keep growing, because obviously I've got limited space in here. Since I've done that, they've just been booming with tomatoes, which is good to see. And obviously the suckers are a bit of an issue with these plants. They can actually grow suckers off of the leaf branches too, so that's something to look out for. These supports for the NFT system are custom designed and made. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different lengths all screwed together, and just measured the heights that I wanted. They're actually stepped down. I think it's about 15 mils, or about an inch, just over an inch of fall on each one there. They have a nice fall down to the return pipe down there. Yeah, and this greenhouse is kind of where I've got it. I don't really have anywhere to attach it, so I've had to weigh it down with these Besser blocks. Seems to be doing the job. It's dealt with some high wind situations, which is and it hasn't moved, so that's good. The only downside with this greenhouse is that it's not very good quality. You can see it's not even 6 months old yet, and it's already wearing through. So my idea with that is to get some Gorilla Tape and try and do a little band-aid fix, but the ultimate goal would be to swap it out for a bit more durable plastic. I've also put in some vents. Let's see back here. Just these little vents I made out of some ice cream tub lids and some fly screen. They work pretty well. It's just to get the hot air out from the top. The same over here, but this one's actually got a little computer fan. It's attached to a little 5-watt solar panel outside there. Does the job. Okay guys, well, the last thing, I just installed these are bug catching sticky strips, because I'm having a problem with white flies in here at the moment. So I do treatments with pyrethrum spray every couple of weeks. I just did one last night, and I just installed these sticky strips half an hour ago, and I don't know if you can even see, there's already a bunch of white flies on there now, so they're doing the job. So we'd highly recommend those for this space. I've got so what's this, 3.5 meters long, and I've got 3 of them. They're kind of just between each of the tomato plants there, so we'll see how that goes. Alrighty guys, have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll get to them when I can. Happy hydroponicking.